Hey yo, what's good? Jay back. Um, how are my kings and queens doing tonight? I hope everybody had a blessed day. Remember, always be a stranger's reason to smile, if possible. Let me get with y'all real quick on this. The homie Will over on Urban Legends was just breaking down some new shit that came out. Um, and I want to get everybody's take on this and also take a look at it for myself real quick and see what the big homie talking about. There could be some fresh shit off the wire popping off with the whole Diddy situation and more ties back to the alleged killing of Tupac. So let's take a look at what my man got to say here.
Now it's all starting to make sense and all the puzzle pieces are starting to come together, man. Urban Legend Will Evans, welcome to the live stream.
And turn his back on him. And I know for a fact that didn't happen, you know what I'm saying? And like the rumors that's spreading is on some tip like we set him up, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. And like the rumors that's spreading is on some tip like we set him up, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy.
What? Crazy story that's coming out and report. And I didn't want to believe it, but this might be the truth, bro. This man right here might be the most evil man to work in the music business, period. He looked crazy right here in this picture too, by the way.
Go swing by his channel, bang that like button if you want to peep the full context for what it is. We definitely got to chop it up a little bit, but let's get into the meat and bones of this shit and see what's really going on.
And this man right here might be the smartest. Like, I don't think Jay gonna go down for nothing. It's being reported that Jay-Z, his lawyer, is investigating Diddy for Tupac's murder. I'm going to show you guys the evidence of that in a second. And I thought I was tripping when I read the report because I was like, wait, I know this name. And when I found out about it and I seen nobody reported on this, I was like, oh, I got to bring this to the platform and show you guys what's going on. We got a few reports that I got to go through. Tupac's family has come forward, and Keefe D, who said that he's the murderer of Tupac, he's come forward and said some things, and it was being reported that he's been wearing, or he was working for the federal government, and that he had been trying to get Diddy to go down for Tupac's murder for a long time. It said actually that he went undercover. So I'm gonna show you guys that. And it was reported that Diddy offered $1 million. We're gonna get into that, but the biggest part of the story is that Jay-Z's lawyer is the one that's investigating Diddy, which makes sense now why it was being reported that Jay was trying to disassociate from Diddy, like we were never friends, we were never cool. And Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Dill, spoke on this, and we'll bring that up in a second as well. This is a crazy story, though. So it was reported that Tupac Shakur's family hired a team to investigate a potential link to Diddy. So they're investigating Diddy for the murder of Tupac. Tupac's family went out and hired a team to investigate it and to investigate Diddy specifically to see where he's attached to this at, right? The article says the family of the late Tupac Shakur has hired New York attorney Alex Spiro to investigate an alleged link between rapper's death and Sean Diddy Combs. Now, we know that Diddy has been accused for a long time.
All right, just right quick. Like this shit been going on for a minute, right? We all know this. But what gets me funky right now is like we just had all the Eminem leaks, right? And he came out with that Smacky song, in which he's vehemently stating that Suge had, that was the man. He ain't say shit about Puffy, right? So I don't know, man. I'm just saying, That's kind of crazy how that song just came out, and now we got Jay-Z's lawyer getting hired by Tupac's estate to look into the Puffy situation. I don't know, man. When you put both of those together, something don't look right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all tell me what you think, but to me, that shit seemed kind of crazy.
Of um, being a murdering Tupac, for having a murder for hire for Tupac. That's always been the accusation. It seems like Tupac's family also feels the same way because they put money in hiring a team. And Alex Spiro, when I seen this name, I'm like, New York attorney Alex Spiro. I've heard this name before. Where have I heard this name before? I heard this name just recently because we found out, hold on, that's Jay-Z's lawyer. If you guys remember, Jay-Z's lawyer came forward and said that he had no relationship with Diddy. Who's Jay-Z's lawyer? Alex Spiro. Same lawyer that's investigating Diddy and trying to clear Jay-Z's name at the same time. So this lawyer is investigating Diddy for his alleged involvement in Tupac's murder. And he's also Jay-Z's lawyer. So then I go, oh, now it makes sense why the association, he don't want the association to Jay and Diddy. Because he's working against Diddy on a separate case. So it would be a conflict of interest if Jay-Z and Diddy were associates, or if they're associated on another case, it would be a conflict of interest for this lawyer to work against Diddy and for Jay-Z if Jay-Z is associated with Diddy. So he has to ruin that association and say that they were never friends. So there is no conflict of interest, right? So this article from Tupac's family goes on to say Shakur was 25 years old when he was shot and killed. I didn't know Tupac was 25. I thought he was like 26, 27, but Tupac was young when he got killed. It's crazy. Tupac Shakur was 25 years old when he was shot and killed while driving in Vegas, 1996, September. Former gang leader Keefe D, Dwayne Davis, was arrested and charged with one count of murder with a deadly weapon in connection to the attack. Davis, whose trial begins March 2025, so next month or in a couple months, previously claimed that Diddy offered him $1 million for a hit on Tupac Shakur.
All right, so this is all basic. Everybody can look this shit up. I'm gonna chop a lot of this real quick, but I wanted to get into some other important information that's always, get in some other information that was also brought up on this stream. It ties into all this shit, but in a crazy way. I'm gonna just chop a little bit out real quick, and then we'll get right back to it.
And this is an article from Billboard. It says, since the alleged connection between the two has appeared in pop culture, Diddy and Tupac, most recently, Eminem's collaboration with JID, where he raps, Notorious B.I.G.'s death was the domino effects of Tupac's murder, like facial tissue. Whose clock should I clean next? Puffs till he's in police handcuffs. Guilty. Will he step up? So Eminem has been one of the people that has constantly said that Tupac was murdered by Diddy.
Now you see, that's kind of crazy, right? Because like I just said, he came out with that other track. Or he didn't come out with it. Somebody did. And people were like guessing, like, with some of this shit AI and blah, blah, blah. That song was not AI, dude. Eminem was pissed. He was coming out hot. And he was coming right after Suge's neck. So this, it's just like muddy water, man. You can't see your way through it. And I don't know, y'all gonna have to pick and choose what you believe. But that's kind of fucking crazy, dog. He come out on Jid. Well, he said that many times, man, going back with Puffy. But then also now blaming Suge on that song when they, that shit got shut down. They weren't going to let that come out. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's get back to it.
If you remember when Eminem and MGK was going back and forth, if you got heard those songs going back and forth, you know, and if you didn't, Eminem said something like that. I put the hit out that got Pac killed, like Diddy put the hit out that got Pac killed, or something like that. And he was like, "I'm just playing Diddy. You know I love you" at the end. But he keeps saying this. So it says 2008, Diddy denied the connection to Tupac's attack. He said this story is a lie. This is what Diddy said. And it was following a report from the LA Times where they reported that Diddy's associates were responsible for the incident. Quote, "It is beyond ridiculous and completely false. Neither the late rapper, Notorious B.I.G., nor I had any knowledge of any attack before, during, or after it happened. I'm shocked that LA Times will be so irresponsible as to publish such a baseless and completely untrue story." That's what Diddy said previously. But you got a lot of people accusing him. Now, there's another person that I'm going to show you guys in a second that's also saying, and it's a woman that's also saying, you know, Diddy has something to do with that, and he admitted it to her.
That's the other part I want to get into. Well, I'm gonna just let y'all hear the story, all right? And I ain't gonna say shit.
So to me, it makes sense why Jay-Z's lawyer is kind of distancing him from Diddy, because if I'm investigating Diddy for something else and I'm going against Diddy, like we saw, Tupac's family hired Alex Spiro to investigate Diddy for Tupac's murder. So if he's doing that on one hand, and Jay is his biggest client, which I'm assuming is probably his biggest client, the association between those two would create a conflict of interest, which would mean he can't represent either, which means no check for the lawyer. And he ain't gonna have that happen. Now, that makes sense. When you get all the puzzle pieces together and you realize what's going on, like, okay, Jay's lawyer is representing Tupac's family and Jay-Z. And one is going against Diddy and one would have to be defending with Diddy. So he has to create that separation. Makes sense to me. Does that make sense to you guys in the chat?
All right, so yeah, that does make sense. If you're looking at it from that perspective. But if we toss in this new song from Eminem, there's a whole different perspective now. And we got to try to figure that shit out. That's just crazy, right? Everybody been saying Diddy for so long, and there's been hints about Suge Knight, but then Eminem comes out with this fucking song, dog. I don't know which way to. I don't even know.
So the other part of this, where'd it go? There was another accuser in a lawsuit that was separately just Diddy's accuser that said some things about Tupac.
All right, this is the other part I said I wanted y'all to see and pay attention to.
That Diddy told her about the Tupac situation. The article says one of the women accusing Sean Diddy Combs of RAPE claims the disgraced rapper ordered Christina Karam to assault her with a copper IUD. Her name is Ashley Parham. She actually put her name on this lawsuit. Her name is Ashley Parham, and she claims in her suit that she was gang RAPED by Diddy and his associates in March 2018. After she was given a glass of water that made her feel a little bit off, she detailed her claims in an interview and said she was introduced to Diddy when he barged into the California home of her friend Shane Pierce. So she got names and dates. And this is one of the women that actually went to the police and filed a report. So I'm gonna just leave that out there for you guys to understand. She said Diddy basically started threatening me with human trafficking and that they could take me anywhere in the world and sell me, she said. She said he had his longtime right-hand woman, Christina Karam, which is this woman right here, which we reported on yesterday. Go watch the live stream from yesterday if you want all the details about her. We did that yesterday. He had his right-hand woman, Christina Karam, and he ordered her to insert a copper IUD in my vagina, but luckily it deployed before she could actually get it inside of me, like inside the cervix.
Bro, that's fucking crazy, dog. That's crazy.
Woman says, and then that's when Diddy got extremely angry. He grabbed the TV remote and assaulted me vaginally with the remote extremely violently. She claimed that she previously had told Pierce, her friend, that she was at his house, that she believed Diddy killed Tupac. Diddy allegedly heard this comment and vowed to make her pay. Christina Karam is mentioned as a defendant in Parham's lawsuit against Diddy and other associates. Let me go to the rest of this article. It says, Ashley Parham has also said Diddy admitted to having paid someone to kill Tupac, and he was bragging about it. So this woman says that she was around. She heard Diddy bragging about paying somebody to kill Tupac. It says, in the room with me,
I'm sorry, but how credible is that? I don't know. Anybody can say anything, you feel me? Especially if you're trying to go to the cops and hit up a lawsuit. I don't know, dog. You gotta take that with a grain of salt unless like some kind of evidence gets put on it. Cause yeah, anybody can say anything, dog. That's just how it is.
It was Diddy, Shane Pierce, Shane's friend, his bodyguard, who later claimed that he was a correctional officer and a prior undercover officer, but he wasn't, she said. And then it was also Christina Karam and another white woman who I don't know her name. They took turns, raping me, and Sean Combs did it to me anally. Shane Pierce also joined, but vaginally, and the bodyguard, he joined in as well.
Hey, listen, YouTube, I ain't say all this shit, all right? Don't whoop my ass over all this talk, all right? I ain't the one saying it. I'm just reporting it.
While Sean Combs was sitting in a chair, naked, filming it, beaten off to watching me being raped. Parham claimed Diddy had threatened her with a knife, but Christina Karam told him that it wouldn't be good for human trafficking me, that clients wouldn't like it. Christina Karam, once referred to as the Ghislaine Maxwell of Diddy's Jeffrey Epstein, has not been accused of any wrongdoing or charged with any crimes yet. And that's because we said it yesterday, and I showed you guys yesterday that it's being reported that that woman is working with the feds now to get out of it.
All right, if y'all don't know who Maxwell is, boy, she is a piece of work. She was with Epstein, and like just I don't know, one of them ones. They use these women, dog, to, you know how they said Drake, and he got his own Tinder basically, or whatever they said, moving females in and out. That's what these women is doing on the right hands of these dudes, man. Man, this shit, I'm sure we're gonna see a lot more of this shit coming out. I think Cat Williams hit the nail on the head, and it's about to get lit.
In order to snitch on Diddy, and he's facing superseding charges, which are charges that he doesn't have right now, that the feds are going to bring new charges to Diddy. We did that on the live stream yesterday. You can check it out.
All right, actually, I'm gonna just cut this bitch off right here, else we could be here all fucking day. Go swing by the Big Homie channel. You know what I mean? Drop a like for him. You know what I mean? I've been watching him for a minute. He's good people, man. God bless you, brother. Yeah, y'all hop down in the comments, man, and let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. What kind of shit y'all put together? You feel me? It's about to get wild, man. 2025 is a fucking year to crash out, boy. Shit finna get popping crazy, dog. I already know it, dog. Shit gonna get crazy. For real. Shout out to all y'all. I hope my kings and queens are staying blessed. Shout out LA. I hope y'all getting good with these fires, man. I hope people helping. Do what you gotta do. Man, show some love to the homies out there getting hit, dog. That shit crazy. Much love to y'all. Peace out. I'll catch you on the next one.